the heady days of youth, memories of your first car. Eventually you graduate to your first staggering attempt at personal transport, until eventually the big day arrives. You're 17. You've got a motor. Then, just as you're getting into the swing of it, you suddenly discover you're old and the trappings of youth are mercilessly taken away. But there is hope. There are some cars out there that allow you to retain just a little bit of your youthful vigour into your bland middle age. Good news if you're a boy or girl racer, because when it becomes time for you to graduate from your hot little Saxo VTS, there is hope in the form of something like this. The Citroen Xsara, the car that neatly fills the gap between the youthful Saxo and the married with kids Xantia. Heaven forbid. Just because you've swapped your spots for a briefcase doesn't mean it has to be the end of your hot hatch fun. You can still have a laugh in a hot Citroen. The Xsara VTS boasts pretty decent figures. It's a 2-litre engine, about 167 brake horsepower, top out at 137 miles an hour, and it'll dash from 0 to 60 in 7.9 seconds if you want to be precise. All perfectly respectable. If you like your cars curvy, then the lines of the Xsara will be just the thing to get your pulse racing. And there's even a hint of the old Citroen DS. That's a very, very old Citroen, if you're not over 50. It's a very firm, not jarring, but certainly sporting ride. The seats are very supportive. I'm gripped all round the side here in proper racing seat style. I do not understand the material though. More at home in your granddad's Cardi, I think, than on the seats of your almost hot hatch. If it's going to have the VTS badge as a hot Citroen, it's got to have that high-revving 16-valve engine, and it does in 2-litre form. It may be bigger, but it's still nimble. The power's still at the top end. It's still huge fun. Probably the best point and the most sporting point is that steering. It's instant. The car weights up beautifully through the steering wheel. You can be very precise and a bit naughty. For what is a small hot car, it still manages to be quite sophisticated, which again will appeal to a certain kind of hot hatch buyer. It's good to know as well that you're in a hot middle-sized car that isn't a VW Golf GTI, it isn't an RS Turbo. It's something a little bit different, which is satisfying. So, you're a year or two older. Well, hey, we're all getting older, and never forget, you can take the boy out of his racer, but you'll never take the racer out of the boy. And maybe this is the car that can neatly plug that gap between the hot hatch of your youth and the MPV of your old Giffordom. And remember, there are advantages as well to having a boot that much bigger. More space for your toys.